Star Spangled Banner at Kauffman Stadium, and after a little bit of a rain delay, now finally ready for baseball. Series finale between the Royals and Rangers, and the Royals go for a second straight win in a rubber game. They beat the Blue Jays in a rubber game this past Wednesday. The tarp is off the field. It's still a little bit drizzly here at Kauffman Stadium, and we can expect some rain to persist throughout at least the beginning portion of today's game. Not enough to cause any further delays, we hope, but there will be some precipitation, and that could be a factor as the game continues on. Here's the starting lineup for Bruce Bochy's Texas Rangers. A little bit of a shakeup. Jonah Heim's up batting fifth. He was batting eighth in their lineup yesterday. No Wyatt Langford, who left yesterday's game with an injury, but Heim has been really good, especially against the Royals. 3 homers in his last 5 games against the boys in blue. And so that's the starting 9 that Daniel Lynch IV faces in his 2024 debut. Lynch was competing for a spot in spring training, did not earn a spot in the opening day rotation, but now with the Royals needing a starter for today's game, Lynch has a chance to show his stuff.
That's right. He shouldn't have a lot of nerves, but every player has a little bit of nerve before they go out there. I don't care if you're a 10-year veteran or a 2-year veteran, so there's that competitive edge is there, and it's got to show. That focus is hopefully there. This pitch arsenal right here, 4-seam fastball up in the zone, and you see the changeup, and it's going to be effective against righties. Now, he don't throw that against left-handers. He's got a few left-handers in the lineup of the Rangers. He's going to be breaking that big old sweeper on them. Knuckle curve sinker. You know, he just will go out and attack the zone and locate his fastball, and he'll be fine. Defensively behind him, sponsored by Ford, around the horn, we're going to highlight Adam Frazier, 3rd start. He's got 1 outfield assist out there in right field. And as we head to the infield, very proud of Vinny Pasquantino and his defense early. It just tells you that hard work pays off. He's worked his way to +3 and outs above average. Freddie Fermin, the Ferminator, 15 start behind the plate, 3rd season. He has a 33% throwing out rate, which is outstanding.
There's the crew chief, Bill Miller. He's at second base. Home plate umpire today is John Bacon. Chad Whitson over at first with Malachi Moore at third. And Daniel Lynch IV's first pitch of the 2024 season is popped up foul, first base side, out of play. 0-1. 6 starts for Lynch with AAA Omaha over the first month and change of the season. 5.86 ERA with the Storm Chasers. But 22 strikeouts and only 9 walks.
Yeah, not Mark. I mean, Lynch, he knows he's facing an aggressive team. What's been good, too, I'm sure the last few days he's been able to watch the Rangers offense and how they've really attacked the Royals pitching. He's done a nice job. Taxing pitches. Now that slider there, that's his out pitch against righties. And he's used to facing all right-handers in the lineup. Come get it.
Soft tapper to third. Garcia charges in and can't make the play in time. Simeon beats it out.
Slight bobble trying to find the grip. It's just a slight little change, and that's all it took. A split second.
And then probably also a bit of a slower infield with the weather.
Yeah, oh, this damp. There's no doubt about it. It's wet, but you got to really come get it, and you can't miss. See how he kind of just a little bit. He's got good speed, does Simeon, and he's able to beat it out.
Now one of the 3 left-handed hitters that Lynch faces this afternoon. Seager's the DH today.
Okay, now what's good about Daniel Lynch so far? He's attacking. He's attacking in that strike zone. That's what you want to do to prevent these guys from fouling all these pitches off like they've done in the first 2 games of the series and really set the starters back. You've got to locate that fastball. If you don't, they'll do what they did to Waka. He's going to do a lot more curveballs and sliders away. He won't throw the changeup at all to lefties. Some guys aren't comfortable because their changeup goes into the lefty, and that's usually sometimes nitro zone.
One-two. Swung out and missed. Strike 3. There's the slider. And Lynch has his first K.
Yeah. Going to move away. Moves away from the lefty. Great location there. You know, the Rangers, they don't rely on stolen base much. Simeon's got one, so Daniel doesn't need to worry about base runners or concern himself at all. They hit, they slug. Some teams are like that. Have to stir it up.
One and one now on Nathaniel Lowe. Saw that first pitch sinker. That's a pitch that Lynch added last year against lefties to kind of get in on the hands.
Sweep him away here. Some good velo there. That's all he needs to do. Anywhere from 93 to 95. Just perfect velo to set up those other pitches.
Well, Lowe's been a hot hitter since he came off the injured list. A 4-hit game yesterday, one shy of tying his career high.
Yeah, watch how he controls his barrel. Look at these swings. These swings are not 100%. They're just nice and easy, 75, 80% swings. And he's learned that now in his 4th year in the big leagues.
Couldn't get him to chase the slider down and away. And Matt Quatrero talked about that pitch before today's game. He said that Lynch was looking for some more consistency with it in his starts in AAA this year, trying to shorten it up a little bit too on some tighter break. Another slider, this time poked foul. Only 48 pitches for Lynch in his last start. That was at the AAA level. A shorter start because the Royals knew that he might be an option for today's game. And J.J. Piccolo said they wanted to keep that option available to them if it came to pass, and it has. First and second now for Adolis Garcia. And this spot in the rotation is where Alec Marsh would pitch. Still on the injured list with a right elbow contusion. And we did make a rehab start today with AAA Omaha. Jonathan Bolin, who started in Marsh's place in Toronto, was not an option today because of the option rules. He hasn't been at the AAA level long enough to come back yet.
A lot of little rules in between there, here and there.
It's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, you know, and when you're a player, and you don't know all those little rules. They tell you, you know, and your agent will tell you. But you know, your focus is to go out there and perform at this level. That's enough. So change up, sliders down, or what he wants here, so he can induce a double play. Garcia, he's grounded into 4 this year. That's a team high. Put him in the lane.
6-game hitting streak for Adolis Garcia. He's 1 for 4 yesterday with a couple RBIs. Gives him 27 on the year, second most in the American League. That was another changeup, that time up in the zone. That changeup was a really good pitch for Daniel Lynch last year. It was vastly improved from 2022. He threw it a lot more. Opponents had a lot less hits against it, and they swung and missed way more against that changeup. He goes to the slider and gets a whiff. Strike 3.
And that just comes with time and the evolution of a performer, a pitcher especially. You need to get a little bit of time in and see which pitches are working well for you, and that one has always been his signature pitch to righties. It starts out, you know, belt high, and then it ends up down in the dirt. It's a real teaser. Hard to lay off of.
First knuckle curve we've seen from him this afternoon.
Still a lot of pitches here. Anything over 20 in an inning is a little bit too much. Prefer the 10 to 15.
Time yanks it foul. And the 7-pitch walk to Nathaniel Lowe certainly didn't help the pitch count. That's just about a third of the pitches that Lynch has thrown today. Heim's had success at this ballpark. Includes yesterday. He was on base 4 times, had a couple of singles, scored 2 of the Rangers' runs.
Changeup so far is looking pretty good. He's keeping him off balance on that. When you're seeing swings like that, that's good.
One, 2. Tried that back foot slider again. And we'll see how long Lynch goes today, given that he started on Wednesday. So 4 days rest. It's usually 5 days, sometimes a little bit more at the minor league level. Now, had Lynch not been called up to start today's game, had he stayed with the Storm Chasers, he would have been lined up to start again at the AAA level not until Tuesday because of the off day on Monday.
Take you a little while to walk that pain off there. That hurts, especially with no shin guard. Yeah, that takes a little bit of time to get the feeling back.
2-2 amidst a rainy first inning. And now 3-2. Josh Smith waits on deck. Runners get a head start, and Heim trickles one foul.
Yeah, you know, in the past, watching Daniel Lynch, he always gives up a lot of pitches. He always throws a lot of pitches. So he, you know, and unfortunately, they're doing it to him again. They're 28th pitch coming. He just wants to get these guys out of there so he has enough in the tank to go 5 at least.
Another 3-2, and another one fouled away. That was the 8th pitch of this plate appearance. Well, the Rangers have already fouled off 12 pitches, so nearly half of the pitches that Lynch has thrown.
Yep, they're at it again.
And that's ball 4. Really close pitch, and Lynch thought he had strike 3.
Yeah, good time to take a trip out there and let him catch his breath a little bit. Let's refocus. Get down and in there.
It was a 9-pitch plate appearance for Jonah Heim. And Nathaniel Lowe had a 7-pitch walk earlier in this inning. Now bases loaded, 2 outs for Smith. At .302 average, 9th best in the American League. Big spot early for 27-year-old Daniel Lynch IV. Strike 1. That is just the second first pitch strike that we've seen from Lynch. And he comes right back with strike 2. Simming at third, Lowe at second, Heim at first. And Smith flicks it toward first. Pasquantino's there. Inning over. Daniel Lynch bends but doesn't break. He strands the bases loaded. Royals coming up. Starting lineup once again features Michael Garcia at the top of the order. Multi-hit games in 5 of his last 8. Also 8 of his last 14. Garcia has found some consistency after that slump that he had. And there is Rangers starter John Gray, who got off to a rocky start this year, but over the month of April was very, very good, and now enters with a 2.48 ERA.
Yeah, if he's on, he'll be a handful. He's got a really hard breaking fastball. His fastball is really good. 94 to 97. So he's got that to work with. He likes to locate that in all 4 quadrants. Up, down, east, west. He'll try to establish that early.
We'll see how the rain affects some of those pitches for Gray, specifically the slider that he throws more often than any other pitch in his arsenal. Couple of good ones on back-to-back pitches. And Garcia has been great. His last 11 games batting .372. Foul tip to Himes mid. That's strike 3.
All right, we'll check out his arsenal here. John Gray in his 9th season of Major League service time. Slider, like you said, he's going to predominate. That's his best pitch. 4-seam fastball. When he's not locating, it can be hit. I don't care how hard he throws. Major League hitters are geared on that fastball. Curveball and the changeup, but he really has been good with his slider to righties. That's his pitch. That's the one he's going to go to against the righty. Lefty's not as much. He's got a little changeup that he'll work against the lefty, but it's going to hit.
Wins quickly behind 0-2. He was 0 for 3 yesterday, but threw a couple of walks. So snapped his 7-game hitting streak, but it is an 8-game on base streak for Bobby Witt Jr. Smashed into the rain. Tavares sprints back, reaches out, it's over his head and all the way to the fence. Witt's off to the races. Around second, headed to third, and he dives in safely with a triple.
There you go. Way to put a charge into that ball. He crushed it. 4-seamer. See the grip? It's elevated. Junior kept his hands inside, barrels it. Tavares in center field took a horrible route. That ball should have been caught. He paused. He waited. Man, oh man, that ball went over, and you know Bobby baseball is going for 3. Oh yeah. Now get those runs while you can. Gray's only given up 12 runs this year. 5 of them have come in the first inning. Get him now.
Rangers bring the infield in. Pasquantino drove in Witt last night. Saw 10 pitches in the 6th inning, and on the 10th had an opposite field RBI single. It's now a 4-game hitting streak for Vinny Pasquantino.
Yeah, you know, Tavares at center, he just didn't get a good read, and that happens sometimes on a ball that's hit over your head or a little bit by you with the rain, you know, happening, and sometimes you don't know how hard and how much barrel he got on the ball. That's what happened there.
Pasquantino launches it to left center.
That's plenty to score, Junior.
Tavares lines it up. Witt tags. The throw is offline. Witt crosses, and the Royals have an early 1-0 lead. sacrifice fly and an RBI for Vinny Pasquantino.
Yeah, Bobby Baseball gets on base. Half the time he's scoring a run, believe it. Nice job by Pasquantino to get something up. He could get that run home. They had to score that run.
Now Witt went home to third in just a little over 11 seconds. It was an easy triple.
Yeah,
and anything to the outfield, he's going to score on a sac like that.
Better believe it.
Already better production today than the last few games for the Royals. 3 straight games the Royals hadn't had a hit first time through the lineup. Ball and a strike now on Salvador Perez. Trying to start a new streak today. 22-game on-base streak snapped yesterday. Also struck out for the first time in 4 weeks. Salvi still ranks second in the American League in average. Also top 10 in on-base percentage and slugging percentage.
Yeah, that fastball up is at that velocity is probably the one pitch to go to with Salvi. Now he's got a really good slider. He'll work that away here probably.
Salvi pokes it to right, and Garcia's there. That ends the inning. The Royals strike first. A Witt triple, a Pasquantino sac fly, 1-0 KC.
Salvador Perez, among the best players in the American League in early May, leading in RBI. He had gone so long until last night without the strikeout and all the walks he's been taking. I said, what's different? He said, nothing. You guys always want to ask what's different when the results look different, understandably. And I said, well, any changes whatsoever? He said, I'm doing what I've always done. But he did say, and I could hear Vinny yelling, I got it, and he's going to win that battle. Massey, well, they're going to argue about that. They're best friends. Anyway, Salvi said one thing that did change in the offseason is his workout routine. He's going to be 34 next Friday, and he said less weight, more reps, more flexibility. He works out with Jorge Soler along with Aroldis Chapman. Those are big guys. He's changing the way he goes about it.
Yes, I get it. I understand. Being in the big leagues for a long time, you know, you're out there doing the same thing you've been doing forever. And then reporters like us ask questions, and sometimes it gets on their nerves a little bit. Hey, look, I'm doing the same thing I've always done and just having more success. Love it. But what's really funny is Pasquantino and Massey. Watching them now in between plays, how Pasquantino's going, look, this is my spot over here. You stay over on your side, and all friendly and fun. It's beautiful.
Now those two have been playing together since they both got drafted in 2019. They've come up through the minors together, and now they're on the right side of the infield together.
Vinny didn't appreciate that elbow to the head that Massey gave him.
We ought to get Joel a poncho down there, protect him from the elements.
Yeah, he's good, especially on his day. Happy birthday, Joel. 52 years young and looking strong, bro.
Carter offered and went around. Strike 3. So Lynch has his third K.
Yeah, looked like he offered at it. You see a little steady rain coming down here. Might be like this for a while today, but not the best conditions to hit in for sure.
We want to wish a very happy birthday not only to Joel but also to one of our associate producers, Sam Abramson, also turning a redacted age, years young today.
That's right. Happy birthday, Sammy.
And maybe they can get some off-season workout tips from Salvi. He's turning 34 on Friday. Yeah. Joel was saying how he's adjusted his routine.
That's right.
So far, a much more efficient second inning for Lynch than the first inning. He's now thrown 10 pitches in this inning after 34 in the first inning.
More like it. Yeah, you know, bringing up routines, this baseball is such a routine sport because it's played 7 days a week. And so you're going to pattern yourself into certain things. It's right at him. Good inning.
Isbell makes the catch.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a 12-pitch inning for Daniel Lynch IV. For Royals text messages and receive exciting news, exclusive ticket offers, and more that you can't get anywhere else. Scan the code or text Royals to 816-6-ROYALS. Michael Massey leads off the bottom of the second and takes strike one on the corner. 14th game of the season for Michael Massey, and he's now hit in 7 straight games. He's 3 for 4 yesterday.
Yep, like everything about his swing, especially when he goes to the opposite field. That keeps him locked. And you know, he's got a pretty nice little groove for his home run swing right now, but right here, you just want to get on base, set the table up.
So one thing that's been impressive about Massey is how few times he's struck out. Only 3 strikeouts in his last 7 games, only 4 total so far this season. He's behind 0-2 in the count here. And that strikeout rate was a big point of emphasis in the second half of last season after a tough start to the year. And he cut his strikeout rate basically in half after the All-Star break. Popped up. Ezekiel Duran stares into the raindrops and makes the catch.
Yep, no such thing as a routine fly ball today. With the raindrops, you know, a little slight breeze. Looks like the breeze is kind of moving around a little bit. It's always a tester when it's in the air, so make sure you run the ball out.
It looks like it's starting to rain a little bit harder now than it was when the game started after the delay.
And nothing worse. You see those helmets? That water beads up on the helmets and it starts dripping off the bill. And it's, you know, and it's interfering with your focus. I'm trying to pick up a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
So what do you do as an infielder when you got a pop up and you're staring into the rain?
Not much you can do. Just focus on the ball and don't drop it.
Well, that's what you do when the sky's clear too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the bottom line in this business. It's a results-oriented business. Just make the play. You can use your glove like you do in the sun there, if that'll help you, if it's a real high ball. And so you can use your glove to block some of the drops. But for most of all, just whatever it takes, make the play.
I just hope there isn't a raindrop in your eye.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, you feel it, but it's kind of like when you put a little drop of eye drops. You blink once or twice, but you could pick it up.
One and two on MJ Melendez.
Never played baseball in a hailstorm. That might be a little different. trying to catch a pop-up. That would be really difficult. Go.
Poke toward the corner. Yeah. Garcia can't get there. Extra bases for Melendez. He's got a 1-out double.
Yes, that's what we like to see from Melendez. Now his booty flew out. I call this a booty knock. See that? Look at that. But his hands were back, and he's able to hit the back underside of the ball. That's why I knew he wasn't going to catch it. That's carry right there. Back underside carries. There's no way he's catching that. Loved. Yeah, if he got a better kick, he might have ran for a triple. But I loved how he wanted to, and he put the brakes on.
He had a single on Friday to snap a slump. Now he's got his second hit of the series in scoring position for Freddie Fermin. That slider continues to be an effective weapon. That was the case for John Gray in his last start. He went 8 innings, only allowed 1 run on 3 hits. 2 of those 3 hits didn't leave the infield.
Yeah, he starts hitting his corners with those fastballs, and that's going to make it tough. And then the righties again, that slider, you got to stay in there.
In his start against the Nationals, Gray gave up a run in the first inning, but then retired 24 of the next 26 that he faced. Fermin floats it to right. Garcia gets behind it. Gold Glover with a good arm, and Melendez doesn't test it.
Hey, we didn't go over their defense. Let's check it out here now. Leody Taveras' 29th start out there in center field. He's their premium guy. There's no question about it. Josh Smith, the shortstop, he's getting an opportunity. And let Seager DH. He's over there at short. 5th start there. And Ezekiel Duran, no errors in his last 40 games as an infielder. He's a utility guy. Pretty nice little fielder.
Adam Frazier sends the first pitch he sees foul and out of play. And the Rangers got the entire left side of their infield today. Duran and Smith in the same trade with the Yankees a few years ago.
Hey, looking for a spot.
They were part of the return in the trade that sent Joey Gallo and a couple of others to the Bronx.
Nice. Think left field.
On the ground, and Simeon makes the backhand play. That ends the inning. 1 out double, but nothing more. Royals still lead 1-0. Injury report update brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Royals. Rehab start for Alec Marsh today, pitching for the out-of-towners in Des Moines, and he was pretty good. 4 innings of 1-run ball with 6 Ks.
Oh, he's feeding. Ooh, it's hit pretty well there.
And Simeon charges it to left center. Isbell's got room for the first out.
Yep, not enough.
Especially on a rainy day like today. And well, Lynch knows what pitching at Kauffman Stadium's like. A little different here than in Omaha.
How about those Iowa Cubs getting to face an explosive right-hander in Marsh? You see him toying with those guys with fastballs up. They were swinging and they were hacking. So whenever you face a big leaguer on a rehab assignment, the opposing hitters are all like, yeah, let us see a little bit of the big league. Since we can't go there, he's coming here. Get him if you can, but they couldn't get Marsh.
And Marsh only allowed 2 base runners and should be on track to rejoin the Royals in Anaheim. That's when he would presumably make his next scheduled start. Now, coming out of the bullpen behind Alec Marsh today in Des Moines is Carlos Hernandez, who threw a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts, faced the minimum. That's another positive sign.
Nice. Miss him. So Jim Palmer comes down to pitch against us in AAA. And before the game, we're in the clubhouse saying, hey, we got a future Hall of Famer out there. Who wants a piece of him? And everybody's raising their hand. And we were all excited. And we mopped him up. He didn't get through the 2nd inning. It was beautiful. It's so fun to compete against a big leaguer. Now, look at this. A breaking ball. Nice. That's exactly what that's designed for. He's gotten Seager twice now.
4 total strikeouts for Lynch. And all 4 of them with that slider. Up to 53 pitches now. Low skies it. And Kyle Isbell has to stare into the rain, but he's got it to end the inning. Lynch has retired 7 in a row. Today. She's one of very few scouts to have earned the top awards in every scouting program. Recently honored after earning her Eagle Scout, Summit, and Quartermaster awards. This is an extremely rare feat. It's only been accomplished by less than 25 scouts in the history of the BSA. Congratulations, Savannah, and welcome.
Man, look at that smile. I love it. Congratulations. Buck O'Neill is thrilled right now looking down on her. You know, she's going to do great things in her future.
There's a great parade before the game. All the scouts around the warning track.
Man, that was hundreds of them.
Two balls, no strikes on Kyle Isbell. Couple of hits for the Royals against John Gray so far today. On a rainy afternoon in Kansas City. Rolled to first, and Lowe's there to make the play. Now Gray gave up 5 runs in his season debut. Didn't make it through 4 innings in his first start of the year, but really turned it around in the month of April. Made 5 starts, 6 games in April, a 1.24 ERA.
That's working, and with their starting rotation banged up like it is, boy, I tell you, Bruce Bochy, he's thrilled with that performance so far. And you know, Gray, really, this guy, he pitched 7 seasons in Colorado, the mile-high city, and to survive that many years in that ballpark, wow, he's done something.
Former 3rd overall pick by the Rockies. That was back in 2013.
And his ERA during his 7 years, a little over 4, about 4.5, which is not a bad ERA and if you're a pitcher in Colorado.
Caught the edge, 1-2 on Garcia. It's now the 3rd season with the Rangers for John Gray. He's been a part of their rotation each of the last 2 years. And Garcia is down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Junior, oh, he's off to the races. Watch him how he runs the bases. He's going to hit the inside part of that bag. He's going to give him a little projection to the second. Look at the inside part there. Hit the corners. It shortens the distance. Don't stop when you hit the bag. Just keep running. Look at him getting some Trevor dirt on him. That's beautiful.
I remember Bobby saying once that sometimes if he doesn't have the jersey dirty by the end of the game, doesn't feel like he's really played.
Love it. Better believe it. He's a dirt baller, dirt bag. He could have went to Long Beach. Long Beach State dirt bags. What a name for a team.
You can ask Garrett Hampson about that sometime.
Yeah, but just nice to see how Junior really controls his barrel, and he's focused to the middle of the field. We noticed that his rookie year. He likes to hit that ball in the middle, and that's where most of the holes are. Take another triple.
He finds another gap, this time in left center, off the base of the fence. A double this time for Bobby Witt Jr., his American League leading 19th extra base hit.
10th double and 5th triple he's hit in the first 2 times up. Little slider did nothing. Look at the head position. Ooh, he raked that. He hit it hard. And you know, got an unfavorable kick right to Tavares in center field. Had it hit him on the padding, it would have deadened and he would have had another triple. But he's in scoring position with 2 outs. That's all he needs.
10 doubles, 5 triples, and 4 home runs for Bobby Witt Jr. this year. Another RBI chance for Pasquantino. Drove in the game's lone run with his sacrifice fly in the first inning. And Pasquantino delivers again down the left field line. Witt scores easily. 2-0 Royals. Pasquantino replaces him at second with an RBI double.
Well, we've been bragging about our numbers with runners on base and how well the hitters react, and that's starting to happen here. This is a real nice swing. It's a fastball on the outer half, hit right where it should be hit. And Vinny, man, great position there. I love it. He sliced it down the left field line with no issues whatsoever.
17th RBI of the year for Pasquantino. Also now a 5-game hitting streak. Back-to-back 2-out doubles to double the Royals' lead. And here is currently the best in the American League with runners in scoring position in Salvador Perez. Flip a coin when he's in this spot. Ooh, look out.
Yeah, nice opportunity there to hit that ball to right. Had the right idea, good swing, everything. Just couldn't quite guide it out there. He knows what it takes. 0-2, 2-strike approach. Shorten the swing unless it's a cookie.
For his last 5 now, including yesterday. Still the American League leader in RBIs with 30.
Yeah, you see the captain trying to shoot it right out there to right.
He found the ponchos instead.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Happy. Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I got a baseball.
Now, doesn't that just make your day?
Better believe it does.
Salvi's down on strikes. 3 Ks for Gray, but the Royals pick up another run on a Pasquantino RBI double. Of the 3 intervals.
Wet, so they brought him out a brand new one.
Last couple of innings have been really sharp. 20 total pitches. And back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings.
Hold on.
Ball in the field. Oh, and 1 on Adolis Garcia. Sends one the other way and out of play. Lynch threw 34 pitches in the first inning. The Rangers had a chance. Bases loaded, 2 outs. But Lynch stranded all 3 runners.
Back leg slider. Nope. That sets up the slider coming. See, that's the advantage of getting ahead of hitters. Get ahead of them, you can set them up. Ooh, yeah.
And he does. Called strike 3 on the sinker. 5 Ks for Lynch.
Yeah. He got Garcia looking on that, and he was guessing, no question about it. He was thinking slider 2 down, and he got that fastball at the lower part of the zone. And Garcia, you got to go.
So 4 of Lynch's 5 strikeouts today have come against Corey Seager and Adolis Garcia. And that is a perfect spot for strike 1 to Jonah Heim. Fisted to center. Easy enough for Isbell. 2 outs. Lynch is now retired 9 in a row. Now a message from Jungle Law.
DUI, drug possession, criminal charge, you know the lawman can take care of that.
Harassed at work? We've recovered millions. We'll release the pack for you.
2 up, 2 down for Lynch in the 4th. He was frustrated coming out of spring training. He was battling for a spot in the rotation. He put in so much work during the offseason. After a 2023 that was marred by a couple of shoulder injuries. He didn't have many innings last year, so he went to the Arizona Fall League. That is not a place you see a lot of big leaguers go to. And he pitched there, then had some live batting practice sessions with some hitters in the Nashville area where he lives. Now Lynch even went down to the Dominican Republic and spent a month in Lidom pitching in winter ball to get some innings and improve his stuff.
That is outstanding. You know, you have to continue to persevere in this business. You can't be satisfied. You can't rest on any laurels. You can't believe everybody that tells you how great you are. You've got to continue to work in this business. You only have a short time in your life that you're going to get this opportunity. You make it the best you can make it. Nice.
Strike 3. 6 Ks for Lynch. 4 scoreless innings. Michael Massey leads off the bottom of the 4th.
Nice start to the season for Michael Massey. Remember, he made his season debut about the middle of April, April 19th, and he said he's happy that he's been able to string some good at-bats together, but what he's really learned is that you can't worry about a slow start, that if you do, you start chasing hits and then it starts to pile up. He said that's something that you hear all the time. It's easier said than actually done. But he said that the way he is trying to judge himself now is just competitive at-bats. At-bats that make the pitchers think, that make them work a little bit, whether you get that hit or not. That is the process. Staying in the zone and making those guys work. He feels like he's doing that. If you do that, the hits will come.
Better believe it, Goldie. It's a lot easier to talk about it like we do up here, but down there, man, it is a whole different focus. But what's impressing me about Massey is his ability to put that breaking ball in play. He was swinging over the top of it a lot last year and trying to pull that. And he's starting to figure out, hey, look, I'm going to control my barrel. I'm not going to swing as hard, and I'm going to place it out there. There's so many holes in between the outfielders and infielders. This is a progression. It takes time.
Rolls a fastball to the right side, and Lowe makes the play for the first out. Massey's 0 for 2. He's put the ball in play both times. And what Joel was talking about, I think, also speaks to the improvement in maturity. And not that Massey was immature last year, but I think he learned from his struggles at the beginning of the season last year, and he took that into the second half of last year, and this is now his second full season at the big league level.
Oh, man. He's got so much more ahead of him as far as maturing goes that he'll just continue to get better and better. Nothing happens overnight in this business. It takes time. It's progression. It's reps. It's all about playing. That's the only way you get better in this sport. You have to play it.
You learn what routines work best for you.
That's right.
The things you have to do to be successful every day. Put yourself in a position to succeed. And you also learn how you define success for yourself. How Massey was telling Joel that sometimes success is just a tough at bat.
Learn from him.
Oh, 2 to Melendez. Ripped through the right side, base hit. Second hit of the game for MJ Melendez. That bat is starting to wake up.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. The kid's way too talented. Another four-seam fastball coming right at him. You know, he controlled his swing. You can see that. It was easy. Didn't overswing. Stayed right on it. But that first double he hit, that booty knock he got, man, that was nice. He kept his hands back, and he's hitting now an off-speed pitch, and now he's hitting a fastball.
Fifth hit of the game for the Royals. Plated 2 runs against John Gray.
They're saying he went. Yeah, it didn't look like it to me.
Check swings are tough.
Sure are.
There's no definition.
Yeah, players get thrown out more on those calls than any other call.
And now he gets rung up. It's a tough at bat for Freddie Fermin.
Sliders are tough on righties. That's what he does. That's Gray's go-to, and that got too much of the plate.
And Freddie's hoping he gets that same call when he's the backstop in the next half inning.
Better believe it.
Now it's Adam Frazier with 2 outs. And he thought about a bunt. He's just saying hi to Bruce Bochy over there.
Yep, not a bad idea. Trying to stay on top if you can, but hit the gap and score Melendez.
Frazier's now 0 for his last 11. Melendez takes off. Pitch is high, so is Hines' throw. And MJ's got a steal.
Second of the year. Well, he had several pitches to time Gray's pitch home. Got a good jump there. Throw was down closer to the bag. Might have been close, but hey, look, he's in scoring position. Do your thing. Right here, Frazier. Frazier gives you some good at-bats, especially with that third baseman, you know, halfway. There's a lot of room to slap it by him.
Infielder shifted to the right side. It's ball 3 on Frazier.
Looks like they're trying to come in on him, but look for a good pitch to hit here. 3-1.
Bouncer up the middle. Simeon makes the play. One of the best defenders in baseball this year. That prevents a run. But the Royals still lead 2-0. With Daniel Lynch so far today.
Well, I like the way he's been able to mix all of his pitches. I knew there's been a lot of talk, a lot of emphasis on his improved slider, the work he's put in on that slider. But to me, that 2-seam fastball has been very effective. And just really what he's done. And take a look here at the side. Take a look at his grip here. He's kind of going back to his old grip. Now, if you remember in 2022, he went on the IL a couple times with a blister. Went on the IL with that blister, and a lot of that was due to his grip on his slider. And I think that was the thing that they changed. That they got off of his kind of his spike grip. Now he's back to that spike grip, has a lot more confidence in that pitch, and I think it's a pitch that he's going to be using more effectively.
Okay, show him the knuckle curve, the difference in the knuckle.
So here's the spike, and here's the knuckle, and the knuckle is where you're going to use it really literally on your knuckle. The spike is really here with where your fingernail more than what is on your knuckle.
Could be a double play ball. There's one and no relay.
Wow, yeah, because I see a lot of guys that say spike curve, I throw a spike curve, and I have a knuckle curve. So that's a good way to show our audience what the difference is between them.
Yeah, they're just slight variations on those two pitches for him, but I think the confidence factor in going back to that slider, to me, the objective is he wants to get that ball under the bat of the right-handed batter, and we've seen him do that effectively here this afternoon, so that work's paid off.
Believe it.
There's a first pitch changeup.
I realized that he did, a little bit of the fall league, and I didn't hurt him in the winter, but he really went out of his way, Daniel Lynch, to work his way back up here to the big leagues, not wanting mediocrity. He wants to be great. He's working at it.
Well, I think any ball player, regardless of where you're drafted, I mean, Hud, you went through that. You were, a first-round pick, and you have to keep getting better. And I think some of the best advice I ever got early in my career in the minor leagues, actually, do something better every day. Do something every day to get better. And if you do that, you're just going to add up over time, and you're going to get a lot better. And for Daniel Lynch to be able to have the initiative to go out and work hard this winter and make it happen. He knew he was going to be on the bubble. He didn't make this roster out of spring training, but understanding that, hey, we're going to need more than 5 pitchers during the course of this year to get through. And now he's really put himself in a position to be a part of that mix.
And he has been excellent this afternoon. Facing Marcus Semien for a third time.
And you know what, Monty? When you started at some point in your career, that first inning can be a tough thing to find out what's working for you. And so they taxed Daniel in this game here in the first inning, 34 pitches.
And that's something that a lot of pitchers, and we've noticed that with Daniel over his part of his career, getting through that first inning. You get through that first inning, and then you seem to have figured some things out. And I think obviously first inning you'll be facing the top of the lineup, and it's going to be a little more challenging.
There's Angel Serpa warming up in the bullpen. Seems likely that this is Lynch's final inning, given that now he's facing the lineup for a third time, and he's pitching on shorter rest than normal this season. Now Semien sent one to deep left center his last time up. Kauffman Stadium held it. Roll to third. Garcia's got it, slings the short way, inning over. And how about Daniel Lynch, the fourth? 5 scoreless innings this afternoon, and he exits with the Royals up 2-0.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Details.
Oh no!
Tough track out there today.
Yeah, look at them. A couple of tires blown.
Don't see Mystic Dan coming down the stretch.
Look at him finishing strong.
This is a photo finish with relish and ketchup there. Some handshakes and hugs for Lynch. 5 shutout innings today in a spot start. He was excellent.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from Daniel Lynch. I know he only went 4 in his last outing in Omaha in preparation for today, but he answered the bell today.
I'll say.
And like we've talked about, he knows, even though he didn't make the opening day rotation, that his number was going to get called at some point. And Matt Quatrero has echoed that sentiment throughout the beginning portion of the season. You don't get through a year with only 5 starting pitchers. And what Lynch did today, I think, gives you a lot of confidence the next time there's a spot in the rotation or a starter is needed. You know that Lynch is there.
Well, he's going to feel really good about today, regardless of what happens after today's game and what happens next Friday, I guess, in Anaheim. Whoever's going to be the guy on the hill, but for sure he's put himself in that mix, and not just for this season, but I think long term, the Royals need this man to be part of the rotation.
One, two to Isbell. A little bit high, 2-2. Now Lynch struck out 6, only issued 2 walks. Both of those were in the first inning. And after that first inning, I mean, you weren't sure what was going to happen, but the next 4, he really flipped the script. See if the Royals can add on against John Gray, who'd been really good, Monty, in his last several games. Over the month of April, 5 starts, 1 relief outing. And the Royals have gotten to him a little bit today.
Well, he's a pro. He understands what it's all about. He's been around the block, and he's got great stuff. I mean, he's a guy that oftentimes you say you're a fastball slider guy. He's really more of a slider fastball guy. Both pitches above average, but he loves that slider, especially righties.
And he throws that slider 47% of the time. More than any other pitch that he throws. Isbell carves it to center, but it hangs up for Taveras. That's the first out. And entering today, opponents were batting just 156 on Gray's slider with a 30% whiff rate. If it's working like that, why not?
Well, honestly, I was a lot like that. I probably threw a slider more percentage-wise than for sure than my curveball, but and even my fastball. In fact, I remember one time during the father-child game, I'm on the mound throwing to my daughter Ashley, and the players in the other dugout are saying slider, slider.
Oh, no.
They were giving me a little grief for throwing my daughter's slider. I really wasn't throwing her sliders, but
that's ruthless, Monty.
Wow.
One and one on Garcia.
Let's take a look at him. First time through the order. Look at the second time. It goes down and then up just slightly. What that tells me, usually it's higher number every inning because hitters get to figure you out. This guy's able to maintain his stuff all the way through.
Unpredictable, and that's
right.
Another part of it. Maintaining yourself with unpredictability.
Exactly, and that keeps the hitter guessing, especially when you got 95 to 97. That's a real nice help, huh, Monty?
No doubt about it.
You'd like to have that.
I would love to have 90.
To have the career save leader throwing 90 to 92, that's pretty impressive, Monty.
Oh, what you had was more than good enough.
No doubt.
But
imagine Monty with 97.
Well,
man.
A lot like we saw with Daniel Lynch. Pitchers like myself, I had to rely on variety, had to trick him, and that's really kind of what Gray has the ability to do as well with above average stuff.
He's actually thrown more fastballs than sliders today. Only a handful of changeups and curveballs.
He's punched out Garcia twice looking.
That accounts for half of Gray's total strikeouts. Payoff pitch. Grounded to third, and Duran gets the hard chopper. In time for the out, 2 gone. Now, John Gray was the 3rd overall pick by the Rockies in 2013. Bobby Witt Jr. knows a little about that. His dad, Bobby Witt Sr., was also the 3rd overall pick, and just like John Gray, out of Oklahoma. A few years apart, but some kind of connection for the two of them there. Witt pitched for the Rangers for 11 seasons of his 16 in the big leagues. This is now Gray's 3rd year with Texas.
Senior was there in uniform for the Rangers when Kenny Rogers threw his perfect game in Arlington. The first year the ballpark was built in 1994, the first open of the year. And I happened to lead off the 9th inning. And I told the fans on deck, I'm going to get him.
Well, you kind of spoiled the story a little bit because now I know what happened. You said it was a perfect game.
Yeah, but hey, look, he threw me a little jam shot. That's when Kenny Rogers was throwing 95, 96. He had his best stuff. And I hit a little jam shot to shallow center, and I'm round the base, go, yeah, that's going to do it. And Rusty Greer out of nowhere makes this long diving catch. He spreads all out and catches the ball. I thought the place was going to come down. It was packed. People were just couldn't wait to see this happen. And now looking back, I'm so glad that Rusty Greer caught that ball, because look, it wouldn't mean nothing for me. It meant everything to their fans.
Witt splits the gap again, but this time Carter was playing in that direction. Royals are down in order. Monty, thanks so much.
You bet, guys. Bring us home.
All right, Monty, thank you.
So Daniel Lynch's afternoon is officially over. 5 shutout innings for him. Now it's up to Serpa to protect this 2-0 Royals lead. Seager has struck out twice today, Hud.
Sorry, partner. Yeah, and that's good. You know, make it a third time while you're at it. 91 to 95, 2-seam sinker. That 4-seamer as well. That means it stays straight, and the sinker's a 2-seamer, kind of gets underneath the bats. Slider and change.
There's the sinker, and it's called strike 3. 95 on the edge. And Seager has struck out 3 times today.
Ooh, man. Yeah, his lefty's got him baffled a little bit. That's a nice breaker right on the outside corner. And Seager, you got to go.
Now, we've seen a lot more of that 95, even 96 from Serpa lately. And part of that could be pitching out of the bullpen.
Oh, sure. He's able to unload the tank. He doesn't have to go out there and conserve with his velocity. And what makes him so good is that his mentality. Sure, you got to have the weapons. He's got those. But his mentality, he's a fighter. He competes. He loves it. He pitches inside the batters. He's emotionless. He doesn't show any emotion. That's beautiful. You don't want the hitter seeing him up. Wow.
Got him off the cleat.
Oh, no.
Serpa recovers to make the play, but that's going to sting.
Oh, man, I got more than the cleat. That hurt.
95 off the bat.
Yeah, it looked like I got him more around the calf or the Achilles tendon area. Ooh, man. That's going to hurt.
He's dancing around almost like he's got a hot foot, and he's got a little smile on his face too, so hope that that's a good sign. Let's see where it got him.
Yeah, just above the heel, and didn't wish he'd have got a little bit more spike, a little more curve in the shoot. Yeah. Okay. I like how he took his time getting over there. Of course, he was hurting.
He got him on the right foot. That's his plant foot. And he's all right. A couple little hops.
That's what you call shaking it off.
Literally.
Yeah. Did a little shimmy. Yeah.
Comes right back with strike 1.
Ooh, now you can see where Fermin was. He wanted that pitch in, so he reached across the plate and caught it on the outside corner. Kind of deceived the umpire a little bit. That's a good strike. But because he was sitting so far in, it looked away.
To the right side, and Massey can't get it. Infield was shifted the opposite way, so Garcia finds a hole. Tough break for Serpa. Really did jam him there.
He sure did, but that's a better swing, man. Garcia muscled that one to right. Good little swing. My goodness. John Bacon took a shot. He's okay because you see that head of hair of his? Man.
That's why he's okay?
That's padding up there.
I think the mask did the heavy lifting.
Wow.
KT's out there to make sure he's all right.
Well, he got the best hair in the league.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some of us are a little envious.
I'm hanging on for dear life over here. Good changeup, makes it 0-2. Second time that Serpa has pitched in this series. Tossed a scoreless inning on Friday. Bouncer to third. Short way to Massey. Inning over. A scoreless sixth from Serpa. It remains 2-0 Royals.
Brings in Junior. He's in charge of both of those ribbies across. The sac fly, that nice little slicing double brings in Junior. Stay hot, Vinny.
5-game hitting streak now for Vinny Pasquantino, including 3 doubles and 5 RBIs. He's driven in both Royals runs today. Slice to right center, and Taveras grabs it. Another hearty cheer for Salvi, who has yet to reach base today. Didn't reach base yesterday. Before that on base streak got snapped yesterday, the last time he hadn't reached base was April 7th.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It's almost a month.
I can't believe it. Yeah. Some kind of focus.
He'll turn 34 on Friday. Royals will celebrate in Anaheim. Start of the next road trip. Series finale between the Royals and Rangers today. Royals are going for a series win, and the Brewers come in for a 3-game set starting tomorrow. Gray got him again. Now a message from Rally House.
Play ball, KC. Shop the latest in Royals style with your favorite brands and throwback designs. Rally House has gear for every fan.
Base is empty. 2 outs for Michael Massey. Now it looks like the rain is finally stopped. Maybe still spitting a little bit, actually. It's definitely lightened up. I wonder if that affects a guy like John Gray a little bit more, since last couple of years he's used to pitching in a dome for home games.
Man, I'm saying that his mileage, in his 8th year in the big leagues, he's probably not affected by it. Sit down.
Tavares has to play it on a bounce, and it rolls behind him. Now Massey thought about second. Tavares recovered quickly. A hit all the same. He'll make it an 8-game hitting streak for Michael Massey, the longest of his career.
Yeah, he was talking to it. Sit ball, and almost got by him for an extra base there, but sometimes when you over pursue, you get too close to that long hop, it'll eat you up. But he was able to hold him there.
He might be taking a different kind of bounce out there with the slick grass.
The conditions change when moisture hits.
Good day for MJ Melendez. 2 for 2 with a double. He's stolen a base.
Had him out in front of that change. Now he's going to try to go to that again, I'm sure, because that's his main weapon against lefties. But MJ they want to take that fastball. Yep, got him.
Melendez down on strikes. Massey stranded. Still 2-0. Sixth. Chopper to the right side. Massey's got it on the backhand pickup. And a nice play for the first out.
Smooth. Nice backhand. He attacked the ball. So the ball attacking him.
He was practicing those on Friday before the game. Sometimes you'll get to the ballpark, you'll notice a lot of the Royals infielders with infield coach Jose Alguacil.
Oh yeah, they're very consistent with their work. Check it out now. This ball's not hit all that hard, so he got to go get it. Go get it. Yeah, get that hop before it gets you. Take your time, tap your glove, throw off the right foot. He's out.
A lot of times you'll see Jose and the infielders on the grass a little bit doing various different drills, but on Friday Aggie and Massey moved onto the warning track dirt, and Massey was working on some backhand picks.
Boy, this young coach right here is brilliant. They're all good. I mean to tell you, Brian Sweeney, Vance Wilson, Paul Hoover, Mitch Stetter, Damon Hollins. They just go on the. That man right there is extremely talented. Brian Sweeney, pitching coach. Alex Simwalt.
Oh, what a crab! Pasquantino gets the jersey dirty.
Yeah, a little floater. He hit a changeup to him. Stayed right with it. You see those infielders are bouncing on their toes when that ball crosses the plate, so you can react left or right. Benny has benefited greatly from Jose Alguacil's preparation work.
Pasquantino's been so good defensively this year. Any metric you look at, +3 outs above average is most among American League first basemen. Called strike 3. Serpa loves it. A 1-2-3 bottom of the top of the 7th. Time for God Bless America inside Kauffman Stadium, and we hear from Laura Asher.
Fans, let's pause to celebrate our freedom and those who work to defend it. Please join us in singing God Bless America, being performed by Laura Asher.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
League Central, 2 games back at the Cleveland Guardians, who won their matchup with the Angels today. The Twins reeled off 12 consecutive wins before finally losing today for the Boston Red Sox, who took the series finale up in Minneapolis. So Rally Sausage ran out of magic apparently in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, well, that's a great run. Are you kidding me? Man.
Well, no matter who you face, the Twins were 7-13 before they reeled off 12 straight wins. 7 of them against the White Sox, 3 against the Angels, and then 2 against the Red Sox. Fermin bunts, and it's a beauty. How about that from Freddie Fermin?
Yeah, we know that's in his arsenal, and that's a perfect time for it, and it was a beauty. This is what you call a pocket ball. Just put it in your pocket. No chance. Watch his form. Look at that. Look at the barrel. Watch the barrel stay above his hand. Look at that. Want to bunt the top half of the ball. Get that bat head out there. You got yourself a beautiful bunt base hit.
It was just about a year ago that he had one of those bunts for a walk-off win.
Yeah, it was impressive. I can't tell you that I've ever seen a walk-off bunt before, but man, it was well executed. And you know, that in that situation a year ago, that takes a lot of confidence to do that, to pull that off. A lot of courage and, hey, I can do this. And just magnificent. I just told you a little bit about this guy's competitiveness and his talent.
So Fermin puts himself at first for Adam Frazier. Royals look for some breathing room in the bottom of the 7th.
That's right. His fastball running out a little bit of steam. He's around 92, 93 now. Doesn't have quite what he had earlier, and that's only normal. Natural. 95th pitch coming.
Frazier serves it to fairly deep right center. Taveras had enough time to get over there. There's the first out. A couple other notes about the American League Central. The Royals won't see the Guardians until June. They've had one of the best offenses in baseball this year, though they have lost their ace, Shane Bieber, for the season with an elbow injury. The Twins, we told you, just snapped that 12-game winning streak with their loss to the Red Sox today. Royals are off to a great start this year, especially at home, and certainly compared to whatever number you want to look at from last season. Isbell goes after the first pitch and skies it to left. Easy enough for Carter. 96 pitches for John Gray. He's trying to complete 7 innings. Kirby Yates is warming up in the Rangers bullpen. I think you just heard the phone ring.
That's right. Mike Maddox. He calls, pick it up. So what he's saying is, he's alerting the bullpen coach out there to let him know, hey, this is his last batter here. If he gets on, then you're in.
Well, Gray has struck Garcia out twice. Garcia's 0 for 3 overall. But the guy on deck, Bobby Witt Jr., is 2 for 3 with a couple of extra base hits today, which could be why Bruce Bochy is likely thinking, okay, face Garcia, but if Witt comes to the plate, then we make the change. Called strike 3, clipped the edge. Garcia's down looking, and that ends the 7th. Royals got a couple of scoreless innings from Angel Serpa, and now John Schreiber takes center stage. His 17th outing of the season. Taveras flicks it down the left field line. That's a fair ball, skittering toward the corner. Extra bases for Leody Taveras, leading off the 8th.
Boy, he hit that just right. That's Lower's pitch. 2-seamer away. He was ready. See how that ball moves? That's called a 2-seamer. It's a sinker, but that runs. He went with the pitch.
Potential tying run at the plate now, and Marcus Semien.
Yeah, so Schreiber's 2-seam sinker, 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup. It's slider sweeper, whatever you want to call it. It's effective.
A dribbler to the right side, playable for Massey. Pasquantino holds the bag. Taveras moves to third.
How about that swing? Oh man, that was thought out. Situation calls for that. Nobody out, runner at second. What do? You do all you can to move him. That's exactly what he did.
Marcus Semien was the guy that Schreiber struck out on Friday to strand the bases loaded. He did not face Corey Seager on Friday. And Seager, who'd struck out 3 times, sends one to deep left center. That is plenty deep enough for Taveras to score. And so the Rangers get their first run of the day, and this is a 1-run game.
And give that ribby to Semien.
So now an even slimmer margin. The Royals did make a defensive change in the beginning of this inning. Hunter Renfroe is now in right field. Quickly 0-2 on Nathaniel Lowe. So that run is just the second run that John Schreiber has allowed all season. It spikes his ERA to 1.13.
He's still Johnny Leverage.
Almost got him to go. Lowe is 0 for 2. He drew a walk back in the first inning. Beautiful pitch for strike 3. Backdoor sweeper got him looking. The Rangers cut the deficit to 1, but the Royals are still in front. Six o'clock, Joel and Monty get you set for the Royals series against the Milwaukee Brewers. They lost today to the Cubs 5-0, but still enter at first place in the National League Central. Scheduled starter Bryce Wilson and Cole Riggins is slated to go for the Royals tomorrow night. Bobby Witt Jr. leads off the bottom of the 8th, and Kirby Yates is into the game for the Rangers.
Look at that. Sparkling ERA at 0. Opponents only hit .077. He's good. 3 walks, 14 Ks. He's doing it with a 92, 96 mile-an-hour fastball, slider, good split finger change. He's a veteran that knows how to pitch. He's been around.
Big league debut back in 2014.
You know, it makes him tough with that angle, that arm angle. And he has a very unique release point. Ball gets on the hitter quickly.
Slice down the line, long run for Garcia, and he can't get there. Couple more extra base hits today for Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh, man, is that nice to see that ball hit in the alley out there. Because you know he's not stopping at second base. That's his 5th triple. And then he hits a nice double right there. And that worked for him as well. That was his 10th double.
Came around to score both times. The Royals lead the Rangers 2-1. The 19 extra base hits to lead the American League. He also leads the AL in runs scored, 2 more of those today, and steals. Sends this one fair to Garcia, and he's there to make the catch. It's now 12 1/3 scoreless innings this season for Kirby Yates. Yet another Rangers reliever that the Royals face this weekend that enters their appearance having not allowed an earned run. And the Royals have snapped a couple of those streaks already this weekend. Cole Winn on Friday. Josh Spores yesterday. Maybe they can add Yates to their list.
He's been around. Rays, Yankees, Angels, Padres, Braves.
It's the first time that Yates has pitched in a week. He's become the Rangers' closer. He's got 5 saves this year in 5 tries. Close pitch. Pasquantino draws a walk.
Fans' best way to enjoy a Sunday is with a Royals Sunday 4-pack. Enjoy 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, and 1 parking pass starting at $60. Grab your pack today at Royals.com/Sunday.
Matt Quatrero has hit the Blanco button.
And why not? This guy's an extreme threat. He pulled off a masterful delayed steal in game 1. Now they know it, so they'll have to keep an extra eye on him. But he has no trouble stealing it on a straight steal.
That delayed steal keyed the Royals' 6-run 7th inning on Friday. Ball 1 to Salvador Perez. It's yet another run scored for Dairon Blanco as a pinch runner on Friday. They'll give him 12. Also his 12th steal as a pinch runner on Friday. All that since the start of last season.
Tremendous weapon to have.
There he goes. Perez takes the pitch. Himes throws a good one, but it hits off Simeon's glove and rolls into center. Another stolen base for Blanco.
Give him 7 on the season. He's been caught just once. Nice takeaway. Good jump over there at first base. Salvi knows he's going to let him get in the scoring position. Good throw. Simeon missed it. And not sure he would have gotten him had he caught it.
I think that actually might have hit Dairon on his back.
Yeah, got it.
Everybody's getting the jersey dirty today.
That's right. A big insurance run out there. That's why Quatrero put him in there. Now this is a situation right here. It's 2-0, and you got the leading hitter with runners in scoring position at the plate and first base open. Massey on deck. Salvi may not get anything to hit.
Blanco takes off for third. Himes throw, not in time. Another steal for Dairon Blanco. He is automatic.
Yeah, fans liking it. Salvi, he took it because it was nowhere close. Even if the throw is on the second base side of the bag, he wouldn't have gotten it. Infield's in. Pick up some insurance. Probably not here. The Massey's going to do it. Oh, gave him a pitch. Captain swinging 3-0, and I would too. I had his ability.
That's what speed do.
Yeah, and Royals fans, they're used to base running, base stealing specialists.
Splitter brought Salvi to a knee. He remains the American League leading hitter with runners in scoring position, batting .500 with runners in scoring position. Comes up empty on the fastball for strike 3.
So he had him guessing a little bit there. Yates, you got to give him some credit for that. Now he gave one, he piped one for him, but that previous pitch, the split finger, was in the back of Salvi's mind. We credit the pitcher for that.
So it's up to Massey. Royals up by 1. toward the left field corner. Carter sprints toward the wall, and he makes the catch. It's a great grab by the rookie Evan Carter, and Dairon Blanco stranded at third.
Yeah, great concentration against the wall. Ooh, Yates liked that one.
Staff.
Absolutely tremendous turnaround, giving up 15 last night to this Rangers offense. Today shut down.
All right, need one more inning. We'll be here to talk about it coming up on Rally House Royals Live. Jake Hutt.
Thanks, guys. Salvi takes over at first base after Vinny Pasquantino was pinch run for in the last inning, and look who's on the mound. James MacArthur pitches for the 13th time this season. He bids for his 8th save in 9 tries.
Yep, the general does a nice work. Now you see the opponent average. A lot of that was done early in the first week or so of the season. He's having a hard time locating what he wanted, but recently he's been nails. 92 to 97. A cutting fastball. And he's got a slider's his best pitch, curveball and change. He's got 4 to work with, mainly fastball, slider, cutter.
First, Adolis Garcia, Jonah Heim on deck, and Josh Smith in the hole. Chopper to third. Garcia gets the high hop. 1 away. MacArthur has earned a save in 5 consecutive appearances. That includes last Tuesday, the last time he took the mound. Scoreless inning against the Blue Jays. Heim rips it toward the right field corner, and it's off the pole to tie the game. The first run that MacArthur's allowed in over a month. And we're tied at 2.
And first homer of the year. That's why that insurance run at third base, they needed to get him in the worst way. That slider didn't do a whole lot. It just stayed there. Heim was able to track it and just hit the pole. I mean, that's right on it. Okay, ball's hooking, and right in the middle of the pole.
Now Heim is now homered in 4 of his last 6 games against the Royals.
Yeah, you know, you miss one time. You miss in the middle like that one time, and a hitter doesn't. That's a sign of a real solid hitter, no doubt. Ouch.
Now Smith gets hit on the foot with a curve.
Ooh, man, right on the instep.
So MacArthur allows a game-tying homer. That's the first run that he has allowed in the 9th inning in his career.
Wow. Well, he's facing the world champs. We know they got a good offense. They scored 15 runs last night. And he's only human. It's going to happen.
It's just the 2nd blown save of his big league career. He was 4 for 4 last year, and now 7 of 9 this season. Travis Jankowski pinch hits for Ezekiel Duran.
I wouldn't think Josh Smith would be feeling good enough to steal a base. He didn't have a stolen base this year. I don't think he'll be going here either.
Jankowski serves it the opposite way. Witt knocks it down. 2 base runners for the Rangers in a game tied at 2. Even if he had gotten that cleanly, it would have been tough to throw Jankowski out.
Yeah, and the force at second was all he had there, and had not hit the heel of the glove. Sometimes that's the dead part of the glove. He would have probably made the out at second, but didn't happen. That's a hit.
And Brian Sweeney's out to talk to him. His conversation with Lynch worked wonders. Lynch threw 5 scoreless innings today in a spot start. Struck out 6, walked 2. A couple of scoreless innings from Angel Serpa, a scoreless inning from John Schreiber before Jonah Heim's game-tying home run with 1 out in the top of the 9th.
Probably just encourage him to keep that ball down. Trust your defense here, and let's get out of the inning.
Quickly 0-2 on Evan Carter. Modest 5-game hitting streak on the line.
Yeah, look at that running fastball. Ran right away from it. 2-seamer. Look at the movement. It's a good one. That works for righties too, in on their hands.
Good first pitch curve to Leody Taveras. He doubled and scored the Rangers' first run of the game. That cut the Royals' lead in half. A run in the 8th and a run in the 9th. And a very rare, certainly lately, wobble from the back end of the Royals bullpen. Swung out and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the 9th, but the damage is done. Heim ties the game. Ball game tied at 2, bottom of the 9th inning, because of what Jonah Heim did with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Sent one off the foul pole down the right field line. Rangers make a defensive change. Davis Wenzel comes in to play third base. Kirby Yates stays on the mound. And the Royals have MJ Melendez, Freddie Fermin, and Hunter Renfroe due up in the bottom of the ninth.
That's a good speed to hit right there, 92.
Couple of hits today for Melendez. He was stranded both times. Well, the Royals are just 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position in this game. They've stranded 6. Strike 3.
Yep. He just dissected him there. Nice job by Yates. Just hitting a nice spot. Good corner.
Freddie Fermin bunted his way on in the 7th. He's got a couple of walk-off RBIs in his career. The Royals have 1 walk-off win so far this season. That was thanks to Salvador Perez back on April 9th against the Astros. A 4-3 win in 10 innings.
Royals still have Garrett Hampson, a speedy runner to choose from.
Right to Wenzel. He was standing on the chalk basically.
Yep. Sometimes late in games, managers will have the guys close in, say no doubles, let's take the lines away. He was right there.
So here's Renfroe for the first time today. Entered the game defensively in the 8th inning.
Well, last night he squared up 3 baseballs. He squared them all up at over 100. So he's starting to find the barrel right now. This would be a good opportunity to wait for something. And walk one off, one swing.
Called strike.
That's where you want to pitch him, right there.
Well, Renfroe's driven in at least 1 run in each of the first 2 games of this series. Roll toward the hole. Wenzel makes a sliding stop, and Lowe makes the pick.
Wow.
The Royals go down in order in the 9th, and we're off to extras. Ball game tied at 2 in the 10th here. James MacArthur stays in. Leody Taveras is the placed runner at second base, given that he made the final out in the previous half inning.
Yep. It's always nice when that final out's got speed.
Top of the Rangers lineup, beginning with Marcus Semien.
Now you saw him in his last at-bat move the runner. Okay, now he's a really good hitter. He could knock in runs. He's one of the top hitters too, besides defensively. But that was a thought out. I'm going to get him over with nobody out. He wants to do the same thing here. Although if he gets a pitch, he'll go it. He'll turn on it. But that's what that swing was there. He's trying to move him over.
Entered the day batting .448 with runners in scoring position, 3rd best in the league.
You got Seager, Lowe, Garcia, all these guys that can work the sac fly here. Punch him out.
Good block from Fermin.
That's right.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Going back to the last inning, that's 3 straight strikeouts now for James McArthur.
Beauty. That's executed just where he wants it. Just enough to get under his bat.
Third time this season that McArthur has recorded at least 4 outs. Got Seager to go.
Yep. He went.
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Also had a sacrifice fly in the 8th inning that brought in the Rangers' first run of the afternoon. Got a piece of it. 1-2.
McArthur has a couple of options here. He could try a little four-seamer, maybe up in the zone, but I want to be careful up in the zone with this guy, because if you miss, he could take you deep. I'm going to stay with a slider.
Went for that back foot curveball, and Seager didn't chase it. He's thrown Seager 4 straight curveballs now. To make it 5 in a row.
Yeah. Seager, he sensed it coming.
So 5 straight curveballs. Now what?
Stay with it. Got to throw one for a strike. Bottom of the zone. Or backdoor him.
Payoff pitch. Bounced up the middle. Massey makes a sliding stop. Double clutch. Throw to first. Offline. Taveras is over to third.
Well, that's unfortunate. We've seen a little bit of misfortune here for McArthur. That one off the foul pole, a couple inches to the right, it would have went foul, and Royals would be in the shower by now. But speaking of wet, and that grass is wet, he slipped. He couldn't quite get to his feet in time and find the grip.
Taveras is the potential go-ahead run at third. Seager's now at first for Nathaniel Lowe.
Infield at double play depth. Depending on where the ball's hit and how hard it's hit.
Ruled an infield hit for Corey Seager.
Yep, that's correct.
Called strike 0-2. You want to talk about tough luck. Well, the Rangers have 3 hits against McArthur. One of them is Heim's homer. The other 2 are infield singles. Another great block from Freddie Fermin.
Yep, he knows that's his job right now, especially with that go-ahead run at third and a potential double play set up. You don't want him Seager going to second. I mean, kind of a wild pitch, so nice job keeping that double play in order.
Barely stays alive.
Right off the end of his glove. If he holds on to it, he's out. Keep it right down there. That's where you're going to get a double play if you make some contact.
Another 1-2. Line to right, base hit. Tavares scores, and the Rangers have taken a 3-2 lead.
Lowe with 4 hits last night. It's carried over. He's hot, and this pitch was a breaking ball. It wasn't in the middle, but he does a nice job of just staying with it. Once again, that 70-80% swing did the job.
So the Rangers cash in on their placed runner and lead for the first time today. Garcia chops it towards second. Shovel to Witt for 1. Jump throw to first for 2. And that ends the inning. So the Rangers score 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, 1 in the 10th. And the Royals trail for the first time today. Down by 1 to the bottom of the 10th. Put the Rangers in front 3-2. Now the bottom of the 10th inning. Hunter Renfroe is the placed runner at second base. And David Robertson takes the mound for the Rangers. Veteran closer who's been fantastic this season.
Yep, he's tough. He's got experience. These guys, these Rangers performers are all coming off their first title in their history. And some of these guys are coming back from there, and he's got a heavy sinker. Low to mid-90s, curveball, slider, changeup. The changeup will come against lefties.
Isbell leads off against him. And takes ball 1.
He has some natural cutting action to his fastball.
Lefties have had no luck against Robertson this year. 0 for 27 against him.
He's due to give it up.
One and 1. Robertson is also not allowed a base runner in a couple of weeks now. Opposing hitters are 0 for 15 against him. That's over his last handful of appearances. So a tough task for the Royals. Renfroe represents the potential tying run at second.
Get him to third. Hard cutter. Renfroe can get a little bit more on his lead. Trust Vance Wilson, the third base coach, to let him know if they're creeping in behind him, but make sure you get a little bit extra there in a game of inches.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch from Robertson. And it's called strike 3. Cutter on the edge.
That's a tough chance there. You want to be hacking. Yeah. Way too close to take this time of the game with a tying run out there. You got to hack.
Top of the lineup now. Michael Garcia, who's been locked out today. 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. And he takes strike 1. Very few have been better at driving in runs from the leadoff spot than Michael Garcia. On the ground is short. Renfroe has to go back to second. And Smith makes the play. The Royals are down to their final out.
All right. Crowd's starting to get a little excited because Bobby Baseball's up, and you never know what he can do. Yeah, but he's got power. Hadn't hit for a homer in a while, and they're not going to let it sit. They're not going to let it happen.
They are intentionally walking Bobby Witt Jr. And because the Royals had Salvador Perez go play the field, they lost the designated hitter spot. So this is technically the pitcher spot now, and Nelson Velasquez is pinch hitting here.
Yep, easy as she goes. Look for something that you can drive, and any double could end the game with Junior speed at first.
No doubt. Now Velasquez doubled the opposite way yesterday and scored a run. He had an RBI double on Monday in Toronto. He has been cold overall, 4 for his last 44. Slice to right center, but Garcia's there, and the ball game is over. The Royals come up short in the series finale and fall to the Rangers by a final score of 3-2 in 10 innings.